Hello everybody, welcome to our Enshrouded survival guide. We are talking about Corncob today, a little bit of farming, because we're starting to kind of get ready to make some bait, get some animal pens going on, so definitely look forward to those videos in the future. But we're going to get started very simply with corn. Corn cob, as it's called in the game, and where you can find it to kind of get your farm started. So the best place, in my opinion, to get your first kind of bulk amount of corn is Harvest Homestead, which is great because this is a very easy place to get to at the very beginning of the game. Like, here's like the cinder vault where you start out. You just got to go across the bridge. You could even like get up to the I would say the Springlands and just fast travel down here because it's right next door. Very easy to get to. Pretty peaceful for the most part. There are some wolves that spawn at the little house over there, but the fields themselves are safe, which is great. Now, obviously, I've taken over this place. I have my farmer here, and I've been planting, as you can see, all my tomatoes. But they have a lot of little corn here that you can get in a decent amount of supply. And it's just really the ease and the safety that are kind of key here, especially if you want to get these early on in the game. But basically, if we just put our HUD back on here, if we just harvest that, you can see we're getting 3 corn of the cobs per our little plant here. And there's a number of them all throughout here. I've obviously cleared this out for my own farming needs, but there are a number of, there's going to be a number of corn all throughout each field that you can get a very good amount on. And if you're not building here, this corn will come back and you can just keep harvesting it as you go. Now, the dead corn is only going to get you plant fiber, so that's not very helpful. But so just basically kind of, look for the living corn, and you can start up your supply. And then, like I said, if you're not building here, this is going to come back each time you log in after a certain amount of time. So a great amount of corn there for you. Now, there are obviously other locations that have corn. A lot of the villages that have at the very least residential homes, they tend to have gardens that have corn as well. So definitely kind of keep an eye out when you're out and about, and you can get corn that way. But I definitely find that this is definitely the location that has the most in the kind of the easiest, one of the easiest anyway, locations there is. Now, once you have a good amount of corn, you're gonna want to, if you really want to have a big stock, you gotta farm it. And to do that, obviously, you're gonna have to make a little farming platform thing here. I do have a video on farming, how to get this all started, so refer to that if you haven't even started your farm yet. But otherwise, once you are set, you're gonna just go to one of your little farming seed beds here. We'll go to browse recipes. We'll go to our corn. There we are, corn seedlings. And you can see you need 3 water and then 1 corn cob. And that's going to make you 20 corn seedlings. And then once you have the seedlings, all you got to do is just go plant them in farm soil, which is basically this guy right here. And you'll get a good amount. You'll get a really good harvest from those. So you just kind of rinse and repeat, just get a bunch of corn, make it a bunch of seedlings, kind of like what I've been doing over here. I'm making a lot of tomatoes literally right now just to make a lot of seedlings, and you can see I've done pretty gosh darn good on it so far, and that was only from a handful of tomatoes that I've just grown and made into seedlings over time. So do the same thing with corn, and you can have a pretty decent field like that, just obviously just with corn. And corn is obviously really useful for different food recipes, but it's also going to be your first bait to then, go and get yourself a goat, which we'll be going into in a few videos from now. So very excited. Can't wait for that. Love me some farming animals and all that. So, but that is how you can get yourself a good amount of corn pretty gosh darn early in the game. And that's about it. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.